I will. There is actually a longer tutorial on this on my YouTube channel if you want to check it out. I'm using Watercolor Paints Professional from the brand Winsor & Newton. This is tube. The regular pans won't do. We need a thick consistency. So I add just a few drops of water and mix it in. I want the consistency to be as thick as possible, but still fluid. So I have a paper that's dry on the surface, and I have some kind of jar of glass or something. So now you can either dip this into the paint, or you can use a brush to paint it on. So what you saw in my previous video, the viral one, is that I have a few different colors that I place side by side. Now for this tutorial I'm lazy, so I'm not going to do that because I have to prepare every color, like 5 or 6 of them in a circle. So then I dip it and you create this kind of rainbow effect. Today I'm using one color. This is aqua green, and I'm actually going to dip the jar into this. So the key is in the consistency of the paint. You can use watercolor paint, which I use, or if you're an amateur, perhaps acrylics are better. They are easier to work with, also a bit cheaper. I just dip this one, bloopity bloop, and on the paper I fill this brush with water, and I start in the middle. I add a pool of water, and then I just sneak up on the paint like this. So in order for this to work, of course, the paint has to lie on the surface of the paper. It cannot just sink into it, because then you don't have time to let it bleed around like this. And it will stay on the surface for a few seconds if your watercolor paper is of high quality. This is the brand Sawdust Waterford. You can also use Arches, Fabriano, Hahnemühle, Bockingford. Not all of the papers from these brands are high quality cotton paper, but most of them are really good. And the reason for it is that the paper contains a sizing, mainly gelatin, that's on the surface. Actually for this tutorial I'm painting on the back side of the paper because I don't want it to go to waste. So try this out. If you have any problems, please ask again and I will record a new one.